The young Mr. Lim Kim Sam is in a suit standing between his parents. He was born into a conservative Peranakan Chinese family. He is the eldest in a family of 6 children. The Lim family business was in shipping and commodities. As early as at 4, his father would bring him to the store and offices in Market Street. Hence, he learned the skill of trading commodities and business skills by helping his father in the family business at a very young age. When he first started joining HDB, he refused to get paid for the first 3 years as he does not want to be tied to the reporting structure of the organization. This is one of the many characteristics that impressed me, as he is more concerned on the welfare of the people rather than the momentary benefit for himself. There was one particular example that we can look at to glorify Mr. Lim Kim Sam as our hero, which is the notorious Bukit Ho Swee fire. It happened on 25th May 1961, which destroyed thousands of adept houses at the squatter settlement of Bukit Ho Swee, leaving 16,000 people homeless. By then, HDB, led by Mr. Lim Kim Sam, acted swiftly to build many low-cost flats in just 9 months and 8,000 more units in the next 4 months for the residents who had lost their home. The remaining squatter settlement was destroyed in another fire in 1968. By then, Bukit Ho Swee Estate had enough housing to accommodate the 3,000 homeless refugees. Shortly after his appointment in 1960, Mr. Lim Kim Sam silenced his critics by successfully completing 10,000 units within a year and resetting the victims of the Bukit Ho Swee fire. In 1964, Mr. Lim Kim Sam also introduced the Home Ownership Scheme, which the low-income family could use a portion of their Central Provident Fund (CPF) to buy a flat. These have made Singaporeans to be able to buy a flat more easily as compared to the past, and thus benefit majority of the Singaporean. Another hero characteristic of Mr. Lim Kim Sam is about concerning with the well-being of others. One example of the man in blanket that he met at the Upper Nanjing Street. He found this was a shocking experience as how poor the people really were at that point of time, and determined to improve their standard of living as a chairman of HDB. As a chairman of HDB, he also replaced SIC staff with new staff who are more able to invent new policy changes to benefit the people to work for HDB. He is fair, honest, and upright as he did not deal with the contractors or the supplier himself because the relationship might get too personal and they would ask for favors from him directly. Hence, he left the officers to deal with them, but he ensured that they were dealt with fairly and that no favoritism was shown toward any of them. At that point of time, majority of people most in need of public housing depended entirely on central areas activities for their livelihood. Thus, they will be unwilling to move into public housing estate away from their places of work due to high transportation costs. HDB then decided to concentrate its building activities in housing estate that were within a radius of 5 miles from the city centre, like Toa Payoh in the north, Kallang Estate in the east, and Queenstown in the west. As we can see, we can truly regard Mr. Lim Kim Sam as our hero, as he has demonstrated many key characteristics and abilities that have shaped Singapore into what it is today. Not only is he humble and a good listener, he has also demonstrated his swift decision-making abilities, intelligence, and perseverance to do all he can to benefit the vast majority of Singaporeans. We own what we have today because of pioneers like Mr. Lim Kim Sam. That's why we call him our hero.